Okay guys, welcome to this video. Today's video is on how to replace a CV boot with a stretchy CV boot. Okay, now I have already removed the ball joint and the shaft from the hub here. So now I have access to the CV joint itself. I've removed the clips. I probably should have shown you how to remove them, but I'll show you in another video. Basically, that's your clip there. That would clip on like so, and what I did was just got a hammer and a chisel, hit it in here, and that opens that up, allows you to remove the clip off. It's the same for the back one then also. Okay, now the next thing then is to remove the actual old boot. Just be careful because you do get a lot of CV grease around this, and the way that I take these off is I just cut them. Just cut them with my Stanley blade. That's the old boot removed. Now the reason this was being replaced is it had a slight hole in it, was allowing the grease to come out and come all around the hub. Now that is an MOT failure. This is an original boot, so it's a lot stiffer. The other boot that I'm going to show you here is a Flaxseed boot, so it's a universal boot which fits on quite a range of different types of vehicles. So just give it a wee quick clean with an old rag. This is a new flexible boot. Now you actually need a tool to do this. If you were wanting to remove this joint, you would just hold the shaft and tap it off with a copper hammer. But we don't need to do that with this tape. So I have this pneumatic tool here, and you'll just see the way it operates. You put the boot on the end of it here, and you can see it widens it right up for you. Okay, so the boot will sit over the top like so, and we'll widen that right out. Then we'll simply slip it over. Release the pressure out, and then now just gently take it off the tool. Slip the tool out of the way. As you can see, that's a much easier way than having to take the CV joint right off. It's just basically get the boot for MOT. Okay, now we have our CV grease. And all we would do then is fill up the boot with that CV grease. And what that does is keeps the burns inside the CV joint there nice and lubricated. Okay. If them burns dry up, they will go faulty. So that's the new boot on. Now all we need to do is put on the clips. Again, using these clips you need another special tool, which are these types of pliers here. So you can see the top head on it, where that would go over the top head like so, and squeeze that in nice and tight. Now these universal clips, they can be a bit tricky to get on. Okay, just double check that you've got it on round the bottom there as well, because I got caught out a few times like that where it wasn't done properly and it just ruined the actual clip then. So that's on. We get our tool and squeeze that nice and tight. That's the front one on. Now we've got the smaller one for the back, which always tends to be more difficult to do. These ones are a lot more tricky, the smaller ones. Again, using our special pliers, just clamp and there you go. Obviously just double check that that boot will not come off when you're driving. But that's a good job. That's a simple way how to replace a flexible CV boot. I will do a video on how to replace a CV joint. I actually forgot to do one earlier, but I promise that'll be one of the next videos. So again, just another wee quick clean down, and what we're going to do now is rebuild it back up. So you get your drive shaft, your CV joint, set that around. This vehicle is a Volkswagen Golf, by the way, Mark 5. Make sure that the shaft lines up correctly. I'm not sure, you can't see that now. You can't see him behind, unfortunately. My two hands are taken up. So that's the suspension arm in. That is the drive shaft in. It's just a matter of tightening them up and then double checking. So you can see we've got this 27 here. These need to be torqued very high. I think it's around 190 Newton meters. And tighten up now my ball joint. Nuts, 3 nuts. And that's it. Any questions, pop them through. Hope this video has helped you. As I say, you do need some special tools to complete this job. Any CV joint or boot. That's for your, the pliers there is for your clips. Then you have the big spreader, which is for the flexible boot. Torque wrench and so on. No, but that's it. Thanks very much. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks.